Alright, hello gamers, I'm back with another tag video here, and I was tagged this time by NerdBitesWeekly, which is a great channel I discovered kind of more recently. I believe he commented on my channel, and ended up checking out his channel. It's great. He does a lot of vlogs and these Funko Pop hunting videos, which are really cool. There's also some comic stuff and some video games. It's a nice mix on his channel. He's just a really nice guy. I definitely recommend going over there and checking out his channel. And what's fun about this tag video is it's not just solely video game related, which is interesting because I've never been tagged in something like this before, so it'll be kind of fun. And what it is actually is a tag for your 2 most embarrassing moments. And I gotta tell you, I was having a hard time coming up with stuff. Not that I haven't had embarrassing moments, I've had plenty, but I tend to just kind of shrug them off and move on. But then I started talking with my wife and telling her about this tag, and of course, she opens the black book and she's got dozens and dozens of just dumb things Ryan's done, which I'm sure she was planning to use at some point against me when in a strategic moment. So thanks, honey, I appreciate that. But I do have a couple that are pretty good. One more recent. And I'll start off with that one, and this one actually works out being gaming related anyway. That was last year at the Midwest Gaming Classic. So it was later in the night after the event hall had closed, and we were in the bar. The bar, there was the Pac-Man Versus cabinet. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's like a cocktail table arcade. You can play 4-player Pac-Man against each other, and it's an absolute blast. Love the arcade game. So much fun. And we've been playing this thing for a while. We've got a bunch of people, a bunch of friends, and then just random people walking by. We get to talking. We're switching in and out, and it's just getting really crazy, and it's an absolute blast. And on this table, it's designed to be in a bar, basically, this cabinet is. There's cup holders for your drinks, right? And I had a beer. I think somebody just got me a new one. And I had grabbed it and set it on the lip of the table, not in the cup holder. And I'm getting into the game. And I'm just, when I get worked up with an arcade game, I think a lot of people too, or even just a console game at home, my hands start getting really sweaty. And I go for a hard right, my hand slips off the joystick, and I punch this beer. This full cup of beer in a plastic cup. And it just explodes. It's like a tidal wave of beer across this bar, and it's not like the bar was like super packed. There were probably 40 people in there, and it just got silent, like absolutely silent. Everybody's looking at this idiot who just threw a beer across the bar. I soaked 2 poor gentlemen about 8 feet away, head to toe in beer, and so I stop. I'm cleaning it up. I'm apologizing. I buy them around. I'm trying to smooth it over, and I get to talking to them and their other friend. And I noticed there's another friend who is with them, another guy, and he's kind of quiet through all this. Well, I keep talking to them. Come to find out, I had doused his friends with beer, but it was his arcade cabinet. So it was his Pac-Man Versus cabinet that he brought to Midwest Gaming Classic, and he got to sit there and watch me just pour beer all over his beautiful, shiny arcade machine, and I felt like such a dick. Rightfully so. They were all very cool about it, so that was great, but yeah, it was horrible, and I felt awful, and I'll probably remember that every time I see Pac-Man from here on out. And the next embarrassing moment, this is one that my wife had on her list, and it was, so we're going back here. This is like when my wife and I we were either dating, engaged, or we had just gotten married, somewhere earlier on in our relationship. And her family does Thanksgiving at their house every year. Her mother and father host it, and they have all their family members. And then since we've gotten married, maybe this was, yeah, we must have just been newlyweds, I think. We got married in September. And then, so since we got married, my family, her parents have invited my family over, my sister and my parents over every year to Thanksgiving. So it's kind of nice because you get everybody under one roof, which is great, but then it's really full. It's packed, right? There's people everywhere. It's Thanksgiving, you're eating, you're drinking, you're full. I had gas, okay? It had been a long day, and I needed a little bit of relief. And there's nowhere to go in this house at this point. It's just completely packed. So I come up with a brilliant idea. I'm going to duck off into the laundry room. The laundry room in my in-laws' house is right off the kitchen. It's got a little sliding door, not a real big room. No reason to go in there, at least I thought. So I come up with this plan, I sneak off, and I just let it fly. I hit that laundry room and just peeled the paint off the wall. And I turn around to walk out, and I see, as I'm walking out of the laundry room, my mother-in-law and her sister walking in through the kitchen on the other end. And I just keep moving, and then in horror, as we cross each other through the kitchen, I realize they're going into the damn laundry room. And just the look of disgust and fear on their face when they hit that wall of gas that I just unleashed in that tiny, closed-off little laundry room. It was horrifying. I felt like such an idiot. Of course, you know, my wife ends up finding out. I'm apologizing because I just did that to them unknowingly. And it gets around, you know, everybody hears it, everybody's laughing about it. And now, of course, it's the running joke. Every Thanksgiving, somebody throws it in my face. So it'll never die. It's you know, one of those things that was embarrassing as hell, and it's going to continue to be indefinitely. So yeah, my top 2 embarrassing moments. Now I have to tag 5 other people to do this thing. So I'm going to do a couple channels I usually do and a couple new people that I've never tagged and would like to hear responses from. So to start things off, we'll do Retro Budget 20. Those 2 guys are hilarious. I'm sure a video response on this from them is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see that. We'll also tag Captain Natron. Great guy, great pickups, really good reviews. Check out his channel. Peter D. And I think he watches some of my videos. I've subscribed to him more recently, so hopefully he sees this. But he's a Canadian vlogger, just hilarious guy. His videos are great. They always crack me up, so check him out. And then let's do Nick Berry. Mentioned him before. He's a collector from across the pond. Great collection videos. Pickups videos, and then his daughter is in some stuff too. She's adorable. Check out that channel, great stuff. And the last one, I'm going to do a channel I just found out about, actually, the Game Hunters. They had left a comment on my last video. I followed it back, checked out their channel. Brother and sister team, they do pickup videos. Really good stuff. Check out their channel. I'm going back and watching more videos here as I can. You won't be disappointed. Give them a shot. I'll leave a link to everyone's channel in the description below. So go down and check those people out. I mean, that's what these tag videos are all about, right? They're fun to do, but it's about getting people to find other channels that they might not see otherwise. So please do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Check out NerdBites Weekly and everyone I just tagged here. And then I figured, hey, I'm doing a video anyway. Why not do some quick pickups in here? So I'm going to do that. I'm heading to Portland, Retro Gaming Expo next week, so I won't have a video up for a couple weeks. So I figured I would get these out of the way. I have picked up just a few things, but let's go through a Dreamcast game. Really excited. $1.99 I got this for. Ready to Rumble boxing. It's in great condition. This was such a huge game when the Dreamcast launched. This was everywhere. This was the game, the one that you wanted to get for the Dreamcast, or at least one of them. A couple Super Nintendo games. $9.99 I picked this up for. I actually got it for a buddy because I've got it. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Excellent, excellent game. This one looked filthy, like it had just been rolled around in mud, but I cleaned it all up. Looks pretty good, tested good. Battery still works, so you can't beat that for $10. A game I've heard that's really fun. I've never had a chance to play it myself. I played a little bit of it, testing it out, and it does seem like a decent platformer, and that is the Addams Family on Super Nintendo. A couple of random GameCube games here. $1.99 for each of these, and Addams Family was $4.99. So up first for the GameCube, Donald Duck Going Quackers. Platforming game. Don't know a whole lot about it, but I figured it was worth picking up at that price. And then, hey, this ties right into my embarrassing moments. Pac-Man Fever. Maybe that's what I had that night. I don't know. It looks like a multiplayer party game featuring Pac-Man and some other Namco-related people. For $1.99, I had to grab it. And then just a random Target clearance find. For $3.58, I picked up this Wii U Luigi racing wheel for Mario Kart 8. I actually got 2 of them. One I just put up on my wall. This one I'll hang on to, maybe for like a trade or a giveaway in the future. But for $3.58, you know, why not? As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.